Okay, one, one, two, one, two, one, two, one, two, one, two. Hello, everybody. Paul here. Say hello if you're here. Let me know if you can hear me. I'll type that as well in case you can't hear me. Let me know if you can hear me, and then I'll know everything's working all right. You see? How's this? There we go. Good evening, folks. It's Friday night. It is the 25th of June. And everyone's in a good mood, you know. Let's see. Let's just get this sized up properly. Hello, Rudy. Are you doing a quiz at 9 p.m.? No, I'm doing one quiz now, which is at 8 p.m. This is 8 p.m. and this is thanks, Karen. So as you know, I think you know anyway, I was doing a quiz for a while at 7 o'clock on a Friday and also at 9 o'clock. Since I've been back in the pubs, I'm obviously working a lot more. Not just back earning again, but I've actually got to do quite a bit of work during the week. So I've just got less time to do these online ones, and they're just, not as lucrative. So I'm just going to do one a week because I enjoy doing them, right? So I'm going to keep doing it. And in the whole, I still believe that the online quiz can grow. Anyway, the point is that you're asking, am I doing 9 o'clock? No, I'm not doing 7 o'clock. I'm not doing 9 o'clock. I've split the difference. I'm just going to do one now on a Friday, which is this one right now, 8 o'clock. So I'm doing one quiz per week. I did tell you last week, don't watch Scotland. Just tune in and do the quiz because you guarantee a good time. You know what I mean? And it turns out, like last Friday was Scotland's best result. So I hope you enjoyed it if you watched it. We were busy having fun here at the quiz. We got regular updates. Some of our quizzers were watching the football and the quiz at the same time. See, multitask, and they were keeping us up to date with that thrilling 0-0 scoreline. Yeah. Hello, Kirsten. Well, what a treat it was to see you in real life this week at the Joker and the Thief. Fantastic. You would be missed in Dublin. Well, thank you very much, Denise. Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, like the online quiz has got a future. It could end up being bigger than the real world thing, but so I'm going to keep doing it. I've got to work out ways of getting to a bigger audience, and I'm not quite sure what it is, but we'll work it out. And in the meantime, I just like it. I enjoy doing the quizzes. I enjoy talking to you lot every week. I was enjoying doing it 3 times a week. Hello, Jerry. Missed the quiz, but glad to be back. Now, you put up a prize for last week. Jerry, you were on the wheel last week. So you need to send me a message so that I can communicate with you, so that I can tell you where to send the prize to. It was Denise, actually. Denise won your jam. So sort it out. Send me a message, yeah, like email or Facebook, and we'll get that sorted out. Yeah, and it was Becca's birthday the other night as well. Absolutely fantastic. See, oh, by the way, the birthday rule here has changed. If it's your birthday in the last 7 days, then you get a point for the quiz, right, tonight. Hello, Louisa. Couldn't get a table last night. That's a shocker. That's at the newsroom you're talking about. It's funny as well because there were free tables. That's the thing. I mean, because there's always no-shows. There are always no-shows. This is the part of the modern pub thing. So nowadays people have to book because of the COVID, blah, blah, blah. But there's always, especially in a pub that size, there's always someone who doesn't turn up. There's always, like last night at the start of the quiz, there was maybe 3 tables at least that were empty, So that's what I would say. If you can't actually book one, I think you'd be pretty certain of getting one if you actually turn up at like 5 to 8. Anyway. Yeah, next lockdown. Oh, don't, right? But I'm going to keep it going. Hello, Anna. Welcome back. Hey, Team Spedge is here. Hello, Roger. Hello, Chrism. Chris is on the wheel already tonight. He's put up a prize tonight. I'll tell you about that in a minute. It's 1 minute past 8, actually. So I better start talking about I better start talking about the quiz. I bet it's good jam. I know it's good jam. Jerry, I trust you completely, especially in matters of food. So I expect nothing less than superior jam. Email's just paul@dpquiz.co.uk. That should get there. DP as in Dr. Paul. So paul@dpquiz.co.uk. If I put that in, I'll probably reject it because you can see that, or just send me a message on Facebook, Anyway, where are we? Hello, chameleons. I only got around to mailing out your party box today, chameleons. Sorry about that. So it will turn up, but it only went in the post today. You'll probably get it on Monday or Tuesday. Hello, Ollie. Hello, Titty Biscuits. Thanks, Rudy. Yeah, we get there eventually, you know what I mean? Right. What are we doing? So let's go through a few things, just tell you about the quiz. Welcome, by the way, if you've never been here before. It is Dr. Paul Quiz. I'm Dr. Paul. This is the quiz online. You know what I mean? You don't need anything. You just need a pen and a bit of paper. There's no devices or apps. Don't worry about it. I'm going to explain everything in a minute. By the way, this is the real life schedule at the moment. Just ask if you can't take that all in one go. But Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, basically quizzes in Edinburgh now in real life. Now, to do the live quiz here online, this is how you play. Answer the questions. I'm going to show you questions on the screen. You just write down the answers, okay? One round at a time, 5 questions every round for most of the rounds. You just write down the answers. After each round, you mark yourself. You write give yourself points. You're in charge of that. And don't shout out answers in the chat because other people are just trying to answer the question. So don't put a comment saying the answer unless I ask a bonus question. All right. If I say a bonus question, I'll tell you it's a bonus question. And if I do that, then the first person to answer a bonus question in the chat will get themselves on the wheel of names. What's the wheel of names? The wheel of names is where you can win prizes. So it's already sort of preloaded with some people from last week who did some after hours quizzing, got their name on, and also some people who have donated prizes to give away. They get their name on the wheel. So that's good. So bonus questions you shout out. Everything else you don't. Hello, Beak. Hello, Roddy. Something to look forward to. Great prizes it was last week as well. Wait till you see tonight's party box, by the way. Oh, I didn't do the scores. Forget about it. Right, Zoom quiz. You can hire me to do a Zoom quiz. Deadpool is open. We're actually in the last week. In fact, this is the last Friday. So make sure you get a Deadpool entry in, ladies and gentlemen. I will just stop for us. Usually I zip by this, but I'll put the link up for Deadpool. The link is also in the description underneath. Basically, if you predict the most famous person to die next month, you win £1 million brackets scratch card, right? So, you know what? Poetry. Did I allow you to do poetry? And there's a pandemic on, and there's poetry. A poetry book launch in Shetland. I bet there was 1 or 2 tweed jackets in it. That shouldn't be there. Right, okay. Right, here's some prizes. Thanks, Geraldine. Geraldine has supplied us with this box of cheesy jokes. All right, it's like a cheese-themed box, and there's cheese jokes inside. I think this is as low as the prizes can go. I say to people, you can get on the wheel if you offer up a prize and you promise to post it out. And I'll more or less take anything, but I think this is the bottom of the barrel. I mean, thanks, Geraldine, but I think this is as low as it goes. I think this is the worst it can get. Let's put it that way. Chris down in London has supplied this. It's rosé wine and chocolates, a small bottle of rosé wine, but still a bottle of rosé wine and chocolates. Bev has come up trumps with this. Wine, chocks, and warm socks. That's more rosé. What is that? 2 loads of rosé? Yeah, rosé and rosé. Whole lot of rosé. Fantastic. Power bank. We got these from one of the pubs. You can win one tonight. Stores your power. Oh, look, I've gone all weird. Whoa. Potmaster score pad. I make these. You can I'll send you those if you win some of that. You can win scratch cards tonight, and you can win ball jaws. And oh no, I never put up a picture of the party box. Zounds! Hang on a second. I've got to show you the party box. I know I'm running late here, but I've got to show you the party box because it's really good. Let me do this. Okay. Right, I know what I'm going to do. Oh, no, that's the wrong one. Where is it? Where is it? What's happened? What's wrong with me? Right, okay. I've got the world's best party box, and somehow I've managed to not put it on the thing. Maybe I should just do it off Twitter. That's what I'll do. You'd think after all this time I'd know what I was doing, but the trouble is, because I don't do this now for 7 days at a time, I forget how things work. Right, let's stop this. I have to show you the party box, right? So let's see. Chrome tab. Check this out. Wow. Right. Here's the party box for tonight. From the top left in a clockwise direction, a framed picture of Marty Pellow. Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? CD soundtrack. A bottle of Southern Comfort. A wee thing of Bovril. A box of Tunnet's tea cakes, and a throwing thing. Nah, it's not OVD. Oh, actually, OVD is a great shout. I'll maybe do that next week. Yes, you're on the wheel, Geraldine. The wheel you saw before, that was just an example wheel. The real wheel has you on it, all right? Don't worry. Yeah. No, it's just my incompetence. I'm comfortable with that. Yeah, the prize, the party box is intense tonight. It's fantastic. Now I've gone all now I've gone all green screeny, haven't I? Hang on a second. Whoa. There we go. Okay. Right, let's get this back on. Clydebank legend, Marty Pellow. No Marty, no party. Let's get back on the quiz. So we're going to start the quiz any second. I aim to start at 5 past, but I'm blethering here. So let's get started. Right, I hope you're all well, everybody. Do tell us any items of good news you've had from your life, just to cheer us up during this first round. But here comes the first round. So get a pen, get a bit of paper, and here we go. Now, the thing about this, the first round is it's the same letter round. That means all of the answers start with the same letter. Okay, so once you get the letter, then you can guess the other ones. Once you get one, you can guess the others because you got the letter. Here we go. Question number 1. Which British television programme, first broadcast in 2005, is known as Shark Tank in the American version? Correct order for enjoying the prizes is, some of it's simultaneous. Most of the stuff you can do just during the day, but you save it for when the sun goes down and then get the Southern Comfort and the picture of Marty. You do those simultaneously. Anyway, Shark Tank is the American version. What's the British TV program called? It's first on air in 2005. It's still broadcast, I'm pretty sure it is. Number 2, what was the name of the Sega games console released in 1998 and discontinued in 2001? So it was a big deal for a couple of years. A Sega games console. What was it called? Remember, all the answers start with the same letter in the first round, so that is the big clue. Hello, Heather. All right. Nice to see triangulation as well in real life last couple of weeks down at Brass Monkey Leith. What nationality is the superstar DJ Tiesto? Tiesto's had a lot of hits over the years, and they mainly go like that, pretty much every time. But what nationality is Tiesto? That's question 3. Question number 4. Leaders. Which leader, also known as Tenzin Gyatso, was born in 1935 with the name Lamo Dondup? Okay. So that's the name he had when he was born, Lamo Dondup. Changed his name to something long, which is shortened to Tenzin Gyatso. But what name is he usually referred to as? All right, this is a person who is still alive. 1935, a long time ago. So the guy's 85. Number 5, in the same letter round. All the answers start with the same letter. Which Scottish football club play their home games right next to the mouth of the River Leven? Okay. Their stadium is a stone's throw, and literally, like not figuratively a stone's throw, but literally a stone's throw from the mouth of the River Leven. So, which Scottish football club is that? All right. I think they're in League 2, which is like the third. No, League 1, which is like the third tier at the moment. Okay, that's all the questions. I'm going to go through them again. Woof. Right, that's it. Big, you're not allowed to win the party box, the Marty box. If you win the party box, you have to keep the picture of Marty Pello, right? That's a social contract between me and all of you. You can't just... You can't. You can't. Right. Quick recap. Shark Tank is the American version. What's the British TV program called? Number 2, Sega Games Console came out in 98, ended in 2001. What was it called? What nationality is the superstar DJ Tiesto? Which leader? Not going to let her, Denise. Out of all of them, this is probably the giveaway question, right? Spiritual leader. Look at those names. Lahamo Dondup. What kind of part of the world is that from? You know? Tenzin Gyatso is his real name. Born in 1935. So an old spiritual / political leader. Who is that? You definitely know this person. And the last one, which Scottish football club played their home games right next to the mouth of the River Leven? Superstar DJs, here we go. Is it a hard round? Maybe it is a hard round tonight, actually. Actually, there's probably no absolute standout total giveaway. Usually I try and do one absolute standout total giveaway to give you the letter without actually literally telling you what the letter is. But maybe tonight I'll just tell you. Yeah, actually, I can see it. I can see why this is a bit tricky. This guy's a Buddhist, right? Think of number 1 Buddhist. Try to give you the letter, okay? Just got it right. Good. Okay. Okay, I don't want to leave anyone behind. This is like the Marines, all right? Don't leave anybody behind. It's not that type of quiz. We're kind of all in it together. It's good to have a winner. Anyway, same letter answers. Here we go. You ready? It's time to mark yourself, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to give you the answers now. 2 points you score for each correct answer. So, did you get a letter? I hope everybody did. I can see why it was a bit tricky, actually. But it's letter D. Everybody's got the D. Yeah. Holy bananas. I need to review that round because it is a little bit difficult. It needs a real standout giveaway, doesn't it? Right, here we go. Shark Tank. It's funny because they're all obvious once you know them, these things. It's Dragon's Den. Okay, Shark Tank. In America, they're the sharks. Here, they're the dragons. That's the American version. Can you swim with the sharks? What's more scary? Sharks or dragons? It's funny, isn't it? They're supposed to be on your side. They're supposed to be like rooting for you, but they're scary. It's a strange setup. The Sega games console was the Dreamcast. You may well not remember that if you don't care about that sort of thing. Well done if you got it. Dreamcast. Number 3, what nationality is the DJ Tiesto? The idea with this was, if you've already got the letter, you can narrow it down to one or two. All these guys are European, so it's is he Danish or Dutch or Dutch or Danish? He's Dutch. There he is. You see, he looks Dutch. There he is. Hi, I'm Tiesto. What are you doing after? Number 4, Tenzin Gyatso, Lahamo Dohondup, Buddhist, 1935. So he's an old guy, he's a Buddhist. It's got to be the Dalai Lama, all right? And the last one, number 5, which Scottish football club played their home games right next to the mouth of the River Leven? And I can see why this one's difficult as well. There's a few things to choose from in Scotland that begin with the letter D. The correct answer is glorious, sunny, rocky Dumbarton. All right. There's a map. The marker there indicates where the ground is, and that is the mouth of the River Leven there, emptying into the Clyde estuary in Dunbartonshire. Thank God for the Dalai Lama. Yeah, absolutely. In many ways. So you score yourself 2 points for each right answer. Now, there are bonuses. You add 2 points if somebody on your team is a subscriber to YouTube. So if you're not subscribed, hit subscribe now and you get them 2 points, just like that. If someone on your team shares the quiz tonight, then you get a point. So hit the share button, spread it social media way, and you get a point. And if it is your birthday in the last week or today, then you get a +1. And there's all the answers. Dragon's Den, Dreamcast, Dutch, Dalai Lama, Dumbarton. By the way, the Dalai Lama has never been to Dumbarton. That's a fact. I'm thinking of a bonus question to ask here. Name another Dutch pop act. Another Dutch music act. It can be pop, rock, anything. Name any music act that's had British hits who are from the Netherlands. Name anybody. First person to do that in the chat gets on the wheel. Gets themselves on the wheel for the prizes. That was a good fact coming through there. I just saw that from Beeg. Beeg was saying that Dumbarton FC have their own poet in residence. Let's have a look. Now, what are you saying for this extra question? Gary's weighed straight in there with 2 unlimited. I'm pretty sure they were Dutch. Just going to look it up, right? So, Wikipedia, 2 unlimited. Ray was the name of the guy, wasn't it? And what was she called? Kim. Anita. 2 unlimited is Belgian Dutch. I'll take that. I'll do. They're Dutch. Right. So, Gary, you're on the wheel. Gary McInnes. And you're not already on the wheel, so that's good. Let's have a quick look at the wheel, actually, just to see who's on. Let's see who's on the wheel already. So here's what the wheel looks like at the moment. If I just do that, you'll see a bit better. There you go. Gary, Denise, Spedge, Louisa, Roddy, Gary Palmer, Gary James, Louise Jobson, Lee, Chris, Ewan, Bev, Gary McInnes. 3 different Garys. Loads of different types of Gary. It's like different flavors of Gary. You know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to spin it just now so I don't spin it by accident. No, I'm not. I'm going to try and not spin it by accident. Okay. Let's stop that and get the quiz back on. Right, let's crack on because I've been taking quite a bit of time in the first round here. A dull start, 7. Right, okay, yeah. That was a difficult round. I think Ace of Base were Swedish, weren't they? Golden Earring were Dutch, definitely. Just looking at the ones you said later. I'm pretty sure Aqua were Danish. Scooter are German, are they not? Wigfield's definitely Danish. Great answers. Love to see some of that poetry. Through my fingers, I dare to peek. Oh no, we got beat like we did last week. Okay, let's go. Pitch around. It's just questions about pitches, okay? Just keep a note of your score as we go on. No Geraldine on the wheel? You are on the wheel. What are you talking about? No, look, you're right to be paranoid. I've made a mistake. You're not there. You should be there. Sorry, Geraldine Bath. Right, there you go. I've typed you on. You're on the wheel now. Sorry, Geraldine. That is a genuine mistake. Right, okay. Right, let's get the pictures on. Come on. Hello, John. Got a new motor. That's what make is this car? You're at work. Never mind that stuff. Never mind that stuff, Ewan. By the way, you're on the wheel, Ewan, because you won a slot by coming up with the winner to the caption competition on Facebook. I would imagine being a poet, he lives kind of under the pitch. Or she. Number 2, what is the stage name of this hip-hop star? This is back in the day when he was still called Curtis, which is his, real name. But what's his stage name? And I'll give you a clue. He has a number in his name. Brilliant. Does the Dumbarton poet actually reside on the football pitch? Big. No. There you go. Now you know. This is a children's television character called Pob. When were most of Pob's shows made? All right, so when was Pob? The 70s, the 80s, the 90s, or the 2000s? He's been accused of looking like Michael Gove. You can kind of see it. But when were most of Pob's shows on television? 1970s, 1980s, 1990s, or 2000s? That's Pob. Pob. Who's this grinning criminal? Who is this in this police mugshot from 1977? A very famous person. You know who this person is. All right. So, who is this extremely famous person who's just been arrested in 1977? Yeah, I've heard that before. Dumbarton have an elephant on their badge, and it's supposed to, or some people say anyway, it's because Dumbarton Rock, which is right next to the ground and a big feature of the town, looks a bit like an elephant. Another gaming question, second one tonight. This is an early version of which famous computer game? All right. This is a sort of, not exactly a prototype, but a very early version of a game that went on to become very, very famous in the late 80s and especially early 90s onwards. That's I didn't know that Michael Gove got beaten up by casuals in Aberdeen. Brilliant. Good news. This quiz doesn't advocate violence, but that's pretty good. Here are the questions one more time. What make is the car? What's the guy's stage name? His real name is Curtis. He's a star of hip hop. That's when he was a kid. Number 3, when was Pob? 70s, 80s, 90s, or 2000s? Who's this extremely famous person who's just been arrested in 1977? That's the stuff, folks. You tell me when you're ready, and then I know when to move on. And then this is a early version of which very famous computer game? Right, everybody ready? Excellent. I'll go a little bit faster here because we'll catch up. Here come the answers. 2 points for a correct answer. What make is the car? It is a Volvo. Bonus question. Who had a hit with that song? Hello, John got a new motor. I know some of you know this. It's just the first to type it. Early 80s. I think 82. Comedian. Kind of rotund comedian in a tight suit. Yeah, Alexei Sale. That's right. Alexia DeSale, more or less. Alexa Sale, Alexei Sale. No one's actually spelt it right yet. There we go. Keith's got it. Keith's the first one to get it exactly right. So Gary McInnes was the first to get the right answer. Keith Fowler was the first to type it properly. So you both go on the wheel. So Gary goes on the wheel again, just typing that, and then Keith of the Chameleons goes on the wheel as well. Nice work. All right. So back to this quiz. Here we are. Number 2, and this is Curtis. Did you get this one right? 50 Cent. If you do get wrong answers, let us know what you put, because it's always interesting. I can't immediately think if there's any other hip hop people with numbers in their name. I guess there must be. 6ix9ine Takeshi, whatever he's called. That one. But that's 50 Cent. 10 Bob, otherwise known as Bob. Michael Gove, 1980s. Most pobs were in the 80s. I would have said 90s myself. I thought it was later, but 80s is the right answer. He's got tropical fish in his underpants, I think. I listened to it earlier on today. It's great. So good. Number 4. Who is this police mugshot from 1977, or who's in the shot? It's Bill Gates. Bill Gates. There he is. Actually, another bonus question here. Do you know what he was arrested for? You could quickly look it up, but I wonder if anyone knows it. Does anyone know what Bill Gates has just been arrested for in Albuquerque, New Mexico? He looks fairly jolly about it. He doesn't look distraught. I think he knows it's because he knows deep down he's going to be a massive billionaire one day, and he doesn't really care what. Aye, that's it. Nah, not cybercrime. I don't think that existed back then, really. But Diana has got it right. Oh, but you weren't the first. Chrism was the first to get that. Okay, nice work, Chris. Driving without a license. And he's like, what are you going to do? Take my license off me? And I don't know if he was speeding, but it's cited as being driving without a license. So, yeah, he does look a bit John Denver, doesn't he? A little bit Milky Bar Kid. And this is Tetris. Okay, so Volvo, 50 Cent, 1980s, Bill Gates, Tetris. That's the Tetris tune, but you knew that. Because my kazoo skill is ninja. 10 out of 10 for the Peaky Pfeiffers. All right, 8 for Tom Nook. Went for 70s for Pop, right? No. Later. It must have been the late 80s. Because I remember watching it in the 90s going, oh, I never had this when I was a kid. But I must have not been watching TV late 80s. 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10, right? Some good 10s in that round. Let's cut straight on. I got a music round for you next. No numbered rappers, and said John Denver. Woot woot. And Another woot woot for the purple burglar alarms. Purple burglar alarms. No. Bod was way ahead of the game. Bill, Bod was the 70s at the latest. I'm pretty sure it was the 70s. It might have even been the 60s, but I think it was the 70s. Bod was serious. That was a good show. That was a crazy show. Right, sound round. It's a music round. Okay, so I'm going to play 5 bits of music. The only thing you have to do is identify the artists that you hear. And there are some choices for you. A few more numbers. 3 Doors Down, 5 Seconds of Summer. And we also have the Alan Price set, Depeche Mode, Fat Man Scoop, the George Baker Selection, the Beach Boys, the Cure, the Marcells, and Warren G. All right. So that's the possible answers. There's only 5 tunes. There's only 5 answers. And I don't think this should be too loud. I did check the levels. I think this will be okay. So here is tonight's... Oops, I've got to put it back to the start. Here is tonight's music round.
Complicating, circulating, new life, operating, generating, new life.
Sing along, come on.
I never knew there was love like this before.
All the good-looking women sing along. I can't hear y'all.
Someone to show me a love.
Dang, ding it on, ding, boom.
You saw me standing alone without a dream in my heart, without a love of my heart.
Dang.
'Cause I'm not finding I remember the day you told me you were leaving. I remember the makeup running down your face. And the dreams you left behind, you didn't need them. Like every single wish we ever made.
Looking for some happiness, but then it's only loneliness to find. To the left, to the right, looking upstairs, looking right. Yeah.
Hey, quality tunes. Oh, they're starting again because I've got it on a replay setting. Right, does anyone actually need to hear those again? What do you reckon? Some good songs there. Apart from number 4, obviously, that was awful. Pinky Five is ready. Yes, please again. Okay. Let's do it. Here they are one more time. All the answers are right in front of you on the list over there. Just pick out the right answer. Here they are one more time.
Circulating, new life, operating, generating, new life.
Sing along, come on.
I never knew there was love like this before.
All the good-looking women sing along. I can't hear y'all.
Someone to show me a love.
Dang, ding it on, ding, boom.
You saw me standing alone without a dream in my heart, without a love of my heart.
Dang.
'Cause I'm not finding I remember the day you told me you were leaving. I remember the makeup running down your face. And the dreams you left behind, you didn't need them. Like every single wish we ever made.
Looking for some happiness, but then it's only loneliness to find.
Hey, quality hits, ladies and gentlemen. Let's show you the answers. Okay. Sound round answers. I see for the first one, Big was saying this could be the best song of all time. Aye, pretty good. Good stuff. Very perky pop. Early 80s. It's Depeche Mode. It's your old pals, Depeche Mode. From Essex. Number 2 is Fat Man Scoop. What an idiot. It's that line, all the good looking women sing along. It's like, shut up. You know. Anyway, Fat Man Scoop. Quite groovy, but awful, you know. Number 3, the Blue Moon, the Marcells. Old school. I think that's the 50s. Number 4, absolutely awful. One of those type songs. 5 Seconds of Summer. Right, very good. Move on. And the last one, 70s song, was made famous again by, was it Reservoir Dogs? Or was it Pulp Hello. Hello. Right, let's have a look. Anyone lost the quiz? Yes. Everybody. No. This is cool. Power cut in Paul's district. Nah. It's just the internet disappeared for the whole house here. We get regular little dropouts during the day at the moment, but that was the worst one for a while. So welcome back, everybody. Hello, I'm fine. How are you? Put 50 cents in the meter. Yes, good tip. I'll sort that out afterwards. There's a wee timer on it. If I get back in time, then it comes back in, right? So, did you get all the answers? Let's see. Where were we? I think you did. I'm alive. Thank you, everybody. Thank you very much. All right. Okay, let's carry on. So 2 points for each of those. Extra bonus question. Which one of the artists on that list of 10 is Dutch? Just to keep following that theme. Who's Dutch? Oh, we're waiting for number 5. No. You've got to answer for that. It's George Baker's selection. But who's Dutch? Warren G. No. Not Fat Man Scoop. He's American. George Baker is correct. Graham S is on the wheel for that. Nice one. George Baker selection. A bunch of Dutchies. You know what I'm saying? So let me just ease Graham onto the wheel with that one. Graham S. There we go. Excellent. Right, let's move on. I actually don't know if any of the others are Dutch. I just know that. So do correct me if I'm wrong. If I've said that you're wrong. Turns out someone's Dutch that I don't know. But George Baker selection, great stuff. Right, let's move on. Let's move on. Pick up the pace a little bit. Right, it's time for an anagram. You've got everyone gets 60 seconds to solve the anagram. You're looking for the name of a person tonight, okay? So don't shout out the answer for this one. If you think you've got it, keep it to yourself. Just you can tell us that you're ready or you've done it, but don't shout out the answer, all right? Because everyone gets 60 seconds to solve this. Here we go. So, oops. Here we go. Library woman. Library woman. Here's a moral question from Graham. Is it cheating if I only know that because I Googled 2 minutes ago to see if my answer to question number 5 was right? No, that's fine. That's you just picking up knowledge along the way that just happens to be my bonus question. So, that's fine, Graham. You're all right. Thanks for bringing it up. Thanks for putting that to the committee, bringing that to the village meeting and letting us chew over. But you're fine. That's fine. Okay, lots of you have got this already. We're down to 20 seconds. Looks like it's going to be a high-scoring one. It's a male person. I'll start doing some last-minute clues for those who have not yet got it. It's a male person, showbiz person. And when I say showbiz person, I mean very showbiz, Quite light, quite a light mover. An entertainer, a singer. Time's up. An American, a New Yorker. He's got a New York City rhythm. It's Barry Manilow. All right. So if you got that before the time before I showed you the answer, then you get 3 points. Add 3 points onto your score. There he is, Barry Manilow. Just realized I had that covered up. But Barry Manilow, that is the right answer. I like it. I got it. Beak says, I got him. I've seen him at least twice, and it might have been 3 times. I don't know. The 90s was a bit nuts, Did a lot of crazy stuff back in the 90s. Definitely saw Barry Manilow twice at the SECC. Terrific entertainer. Right. Nah, 3 points for Barry. 3 points for a Barry. Oh, all right. Just for Barry. Yeah, okay. Jerry. For you. said Maria Brownlee at first. Well, she did his costumes, amazingly. Right, thumbs up. Please, this is me asking you to thumbs up the quiz, like it, thumb style. You know what I mean? Whoa. That. Has he been to Dumbarton? Yes. Yes, Barry Manilow has been to Dumbarton. He went to one of those cafes that used to be there in the 90s and he got egg and chips. So thumbs up for the quiz, please. This is me asking you for a like. Thank you very much. Right, now it's time for the jokes round. This is now a regular feature on Friday nights, and you get 2 minutes to tell me a joke. All right, so get it typing. I'm going to set my timer to 2 minutes. It always takes me about a minute to set the timer. So you really get 3 minutes, but here we go. And I'll stop. Oops. Oh, God. Technology, man. See what I mean? I'm trying to rush. And then it's taking me. Right, here we go. Start 2 minutes now. There we go. 2 minutes on the phone. And basically the best joke in that time will get on the wheel. So, what's that? Oh, there's jokes coming. There's jokes coming. All right. First joke. The finance company rang me to tell me that I hadn't made repayments on my van for almost a year. The salesman said, the salesman said it would pay for itself in 6 months. That's it's not how it works joke. That's a good one. Spage is here. Many people have heard of Karl Marx, but you never hear about his sister, Anya, who invented the starting pistol. Nice. Barry Manilow is the Dumbarton FC poet in residence. Jokes round. I vote for Spedges, though. Save the votes till the 2 minutes up, and then we'll pick a winner, all right? Your ma is an anti-vaxxer, and she calls herself Mrs. Doubtpfizer. That's good. That's my favourite one so far. Oh, come on. Don't do it. You're doing jokes in different parts. Come on, Louisa. Knock, knock. Who's there? I eat map. I eat map who? Oh, my God. That is bollocks. What do you call a nun in a wheelchair? Virgin Mobile. How does Bob Marley like his donuts? We're jamming. What's red and bad for your teeth? A brick. Hey. Virgin Mobile gets the vote. That's good. Right, we've still got 20 seconds left on this. I've had to write a joke. I've had a joke to write for the last 2 days, but I've forgotten the thing. Oh no! You need to write it down in a notepad on a computer and save it on a hard drive, and then have it ready for the quiz and just cut and paste it. How do you make a sausage roll? I don't know. Increase its wages. Whoa, that's the time up. So that's it. No more jokes, please. Time's up in the jokes. Let's just read the ones that are here already. The poet in residence at Dumbarton FC doesn't reside on the pitch. He rides in the stands as needs a bit of what. Yeah, that definitely needs work because there's no punchline as far as I can see. How do you make a sausage roll? Push it down a hill. Graham has applied for a job cleaning mirrors. He said it's something he could really see himself doing. Hey! Woo! Guy goes in a pub in Glasgow, asks for a pint and a dash of lime. Barman says, we don't do cocktails. Right, here come the votes. There's 2 votes for the brick. There's a last-minute joke right there. What do you call a terrorist in a swimming pool? A bath bomb. Okay. There's 3 votes for the brick. I think that's the winner. That was what's red and bad for your teeth. Gary's voting for Spedge. You got to say what the joke is, right? There's 4 votes for the brick. That's it. It's done. The brick is the winner. Now, who was that? Was it Kirsten? I think it was Kirsten. No, it was Chris. It was Chrism. The green avatars. Dark green, light green. Right, Chris. What's red and bad for your teeth? A brick. Chrism is on the wheel for that one. Nice work. Good jokes tonight. I think that was the best jokes round so far. High quality. Bad luck to everybody who didn't get on the wheel for that because they were good jokes. Okay. You can't vote for your own one. Come on. Eurovision rules, you know. No. You liked On Your Marks. Aye, it was quite good. They were all really good. Good jokes tonight. Right, okay, let's move on now. Chrism got on the wheel for that one. Let's crack. Oh, it's Hexo. As if we weren't behind time enough. Here's Hexo to slow us down even more. Okay. You know how Hexo works. Most of you do. If you don't know, if you've never been here before, it's just you're picking letters out from a grid that spell out the initials of an answer to a clue. All right, and you're going to do it 5 times. Here's an example with just 2. So the first one there is the lead singer of Queen, and that would be Freddie Mercury. So you try and find F for Freddie and M on the board. There they are. All right. And the next one, UK state broadcasters, the BBC. So you find that fairly easy. And that's what you do. That's how you do Hexo. This is just an example to show you how it works. So let's see tonight's actual board. And none of the answers overlap. No hex is used twice. Ignore those white things. This still works. It's just come up in a weird way. So number 1 is the title of a 2011 film starring Johnny Depp and Amber Heard, who at that point was his future wife. And it was set in Puerto Rico. The 2 in brackets means you're looking for 2 letters. Okay. No, that's wrong, by the way. 3 letters. 3 letters. That should be 3. That is a mistake. I'm just going to fix it, right? Because it just drives me barmy. And it might put you off. So I'm just going to fix that, all right? On the answer screen as well, just for tidiness. Okay, sorry about that. I did check this through. I found a few mistakes, but I didn't spot that one. So there we go. So the first one is 3 letters, not 2 letters. It's a 2011 film. Johnny Depp, Amber Heard, set in Puerto Rico. Right. Number 2. The English title of the Welsh national anthem. So the Welsh national anthem has a title which is in Welsh, as you would expect. But the English title is much more widely known. So what is the English title of the Welsh national anthem? And it's 4 letters, so 4 words. And remember, you don't actually have to get the correct answer. You just have to get the correct letters. As long as you get the letters. Even if you just totally guess them, still counts. There's Louisa, the dissenting voice. Doesn't like Hexo. Number 3 is a technology, which is a protocol for contactless payments. So some telephones, most modern smartphones have this. It's a 3-letter abbreviation, and it means the protocol that's used for contactless payments. And other ways, and other uses as well, but predominantly for payments. Sorry, I knew there was another person that didn't like Hexo. It's Spedge, right? Spedge and Louisa. They can have a grumble together. And most people, oh no. Marion says me too, but I don't know if she hates, if that's in response to love Hexo or hate Hexo. Love a Hexo, me too. That's the trouble with responding without specifying. Don't know what you're talking about, you know. Right, number 4 is a Russian painter. Some of his famous works include The Blue Rider, which was painted in 1903, and the classic Squares with Concentric Circles, which was painted in 1913. And you can see on quite a lot of bohemian / suburban living room walls or kitchen walls. Like a Hexo, but not this one. You don't have to have a smartphone if you've got well, it probably helps to know it. I don't know. I don't know how well known it is. It's something I only just came across myself recently. It is a hard quiz. Well, it's been, you know, Scotland are out of the Euros, so we all have to suffer now, right? And the last one is a Mozart opera, first performed in 1787 and set in Spain. Difficult hexo tonight. Let me know when you're ready to move on to the answers, and we'll find out if anybody got any answers right. Is it difficult? We'll give you some extra clues. The film starring Johnny Depp and Amber Heard was based on a book by Hunter S. Thompson. I can't really think of any extra clues for the Welsh national anthem. Or the technology one. Or the painter one, really. I can't really think of any clues that would necessarily help you. For the Mozart opera, the title of the opera is the title of the lead character, right? That might help you a little bit. I'm glad you're appreciating the opera question. I would like to go to more opera. I've only ever been to one opera once, and I absolutely loved it. I thought it was the greatest thing ever. I didn't understand a word, and that was part of why I liked it. It's one of the reasons I like the foreign language entries in Eurovision. It was one of the reasons I like Eurovision, was because you get songs in different languages, and you don't really know what's going on, and I quite like that. So operas in foreign languages is great. The opera I went to see was in Krakow, and it was in Polish. It was Die Fledermaus. Well, that might be an operetta. I'm not sure. I'm not quite sure what the difference is. Do we need to have the letters in the right order? Got an answer for number 3, but not. Nah, you know what? It's probably all right. As long as you get the letters. Yeah, probably all right. Tell you what, if you get the letters but in the wrong order, give yourself 1 point, yeah? I'd love to go and see it. I'm going to try and transition to working less nights. It's been one of my problems over the years. You know, I can't really go to stuff because I'm always working nights, but I'm trying to transition to some day work as well. So hopefully the next few years, get to see some operas. Right. Is everybody ready? Jerry's ready. Geez, I knew none of these. Guessy ready. I have lots of guesses. Can't be Shrine? Yeah, me neither. Right. Don't know what you're talking about, but sounds great. Okay, Hexo answers. Here we go. Right, 2 points for each of these. These are difficult. Right, 2011 film starring Johnny Depp, Amber Heard, set in Puerto Rico, based on a book by Hunter S. Thompson. It's called The Rum Diary, TRD, The Rum Diary. All right. He's drunk for most of the film. Number 2 was the English title of the Welsh national anthem. They sing it before the rugby and all that business. Land of My Fathers. LOMF. Land of My Fathers. I don't really know how it goes. But it's very siggy like this. Oh, yes. From the valleys. NFC, near field communication. That's the protocol for contactless payments on phones and contactless cards and whatnot. Number 4, Russian painter, the Blue Rider and squares with concentric circles. Classic is Vasily Kandinsky. Vasily Kandinsky. Are we going to get low scores here, or did your guesses pay off? And the last one is Don Giovanni. That's pretty good. For the Rum Diary, guess the Red Diamond. So you got TRD. So you get the points. You see what I mean? It doesn't matter if you actually get the name of the film or the actual answer, as long as you get the right letters, which you did. So let's just get rid of the other letters there. So there you go. How did you score in that incredibly difficult hexo round? Oof. Big fat 0. Disaster. 8 for the Spedge. 10 for the Duff. Come on. 6 for the Chameleons. pretty damn good on a difficult board. When FSC. Should have gone FSC. No clue about the Welsh anthem. So, you know, I guess we should know the different anthems of our UK neighbours, shouldn't we? We'd be annoyed if they didn't know Flower of Scotland. We'd be like, how do you not know that? They probably think the same if there was any Welsh people tuning into this. How do you not know? How do you not know? 8 out of 10. Clint Eastwood got 8 out of 10. Didn't know the film. Yeah, it was quite a difficult one. Got number 3. Got letters in an order. Yeah. In an order. I was saying, if you get them in the wrong order, if you get the right letters in the wrong order, give yourself 1 point, I think, instead of 2. Okay, difficult. And another 0 for Denise. It was a difficult round. Not Wales, home of free. What, free what? Free dinners? No, I didn't know that. That's a good one. Mr. Burney's hitting us with the facts tonight. From watching the Tour de France presentation, Brittany and Cornwall's anthems are to the same tune as Land of My Fathers. Brilliant. Nice one. That's definitely something I'll use. Good one. In fact, I'm going to write it down right now, because that is actually good. Brittany, Cornwall, Wales, anthem. I'll put A. Burney on there so I know who clued me into that. Thank you, Mr. Burney. All right. Okay, let's move on. Well, what we got? 2 rounds left, right? Number 5 is a quickie. It's 50-50. After the mental stress of Hexo, this is quite relaxing because you just got to pick an answer that's on the screen. You just got to pick the right one 5 times in a row. Here, or as many times as you can out of 5. Here we go. Question number 1, Dead Singers. Which singer did Kurt Cobain mention in his suicide note, saying that he envied this person? All right. So Kurt Cobain killed himself in 1994. But who did he talk about in his suicide note, his handwritten suicide note, which you can read online if you're into that sort of thing. But who does he mention in envious terms? Is it Freddie Mercury or John Lennon? That's question number 1. All dead singers. Number 2, which compound, science question, has got a formula O3? Is that ozone or rust? Thing is, Kirsten, I'm not saying I would have known it, even, and I'm a quizmaster and stuff like that. You know, put on the spot, do you know the Wales national anthem? It might actually be a no. Yeah, Bread of Heaven. Yeah, I might have come up with that. Number 3, a third gaming question one night. There's not usually one, let alone 3. So if you're a gamer, I hope you're enjoying these. Which computer game series is mainly set in the fictional world of Hyrule? And I guess that's how you say it. Is it The Legend of Zelda? Or is it Sonic the Hedgehog? That's question number 3. So which computer game is set in a fictional world which is called Hyrule? Hyrule, Hyrule. Is it The Legend of Zelda or Sonic the Hedgehog? That is question number 3. 50-50 round. Nice and easy. Just got to pick one. Eurovision. Which Eurovision gimmick was pioneered by Ukraine back in 2014? Was it a singing turkey puppet? Or was it a man in a hamster wheel? Not a gamer. Nah, me neither. Never really been into it. There was a short moment in the late 90s where I had a PlayStation, but it more or less destroyed my life for 6 months, so I got rid of it. And then number 5, which was the main Greek god of dreams? Was it Dionysus or Morpheus? Bit of mythology for you. It wasn't planned to have 3 gamer questions. It's just the way they came out, you know. Okay, quick recap of the 50-50 questions. We're getting close to the end of the quiz. I used to try and stick to the hour, but because I spin the wheel more or less straight away after the quiz, I'm a bit more relaxed about going over 9 o'clock now. So who did Kurt Cobain talk about in his suicide note in envious terms? Freddie Mercury or John Lennon? Number 2, which compound has the formula O3? Is it ozone or is it rust? Hyrule is the fictional world featured in which game? The Legend of Zelda or Sonic the Hedgehog? Which Eurovision gimmick was pioneered by Ukraine in 2014? Was it a singing turkey puppet? It's not easy to say. You try saying that out loud. Singing turkey puppet. Or was it a man in a hamster wheel? Which was the main Greek god of dreams, Dionysus or Morpheus? And that's the questions. Big saying, but I'm not on the wheel yet. Are you not? I think you are. You're not on the wheel from last week. I'll do a small amount of games for names after the quiz is finished. Then we'll spin the wheel, and then we'll start racking up names for next week as well. So you'll have a chance to get on the wheel for next week, even if you missed tonight. Right, everyone's ready. Good stuff. Let's move on. Here are the answers. So here we go. The thing Kurt Cobain was talking about, he wrote that he didn't enjoy being on stage and he didn't enjoy the adoration of the crowd, and he wished he could feel that a bit more. And he compared himself to Freddie Mercury in that respect, because he was saying, I can't do like what Freddie Mercury does. He obviously enjoys it, you know, and that's not me. So he was talking about Freddie Mercury. That's the answer. 2 points. Number 2, O3 is the compound, the formula anyway, for which compound it is ozone. Ozone. I don't even know what ozone is. It's just mysterious stuff. Science is all pretty mysterious to me. I don't really get it. I can nod along and go, all right, aye, right enough, aye, particles, molecules, but you know what I mean? Number 3, which computer game series is set in Hyrule? That is The Legend of Zelda. It looks like this, like every single fantasy landscape you've ever seen. So, kind of standard. Right, this is more like it. Eurovision gimmick, pioneered by Ukraine in 2014. It was a man in a hamster wheel. Hey! Song was called TikTok. I can't remember the name of the singer, but she's out the front and she's okay. You know, the song's all right. It's all right. You know. But the big event was the guy in a hamster wheel. He spent the whole 3 minutes just doing stuff like that, going upside down, running, going backwards, going forwards. Totally amazing. Man on a hamster wheel. And the last one, the Greek god of dreams, is Mr. Morpheus. There he is, having a nap, as you would expect. Freddie Mercury, ozone, Legend of Zelda. Oops, that's the wrong answer because it was a different question. That should be man in a hamster wheel, number 4. And Morpheus. Let me just correct that as well. I'm in the mood for correcting things tonight. I'm not just going to let things go. And a man in a hamster wheel. Okay. Share screen, window. There we go. 10 out of 10 for the Titty Biscuits. 8 for the Fists is good stuff. Wine. Wine. There was a couple of boys in the newsroom last night. They were on the wine. They didn't do very well at the quiz, but they had the best time. 10 out of 10, y'all. For real. Right. Gaming. Okay, this is a gaming question for non-gamers. A bonus question to get on the wheel. First one to put the name of a computer game that I've heard of, because I'm not a gamer. I never have been. Not much anyway. Occasionally, a little bit. But not really. Put a computer game in the comments. The first one that can mention a computer game that I've definitely heard of. We'll get on the wheel. Because all you proper gamers might put something I've never heard of. Let's see. What was the first? Lots of answers. So exactly. Disaster 4. Nah. No idea. Sonic the Hedgehog. Apart from the ones we've already had. Tetra. Apart from the ones we've already had tonight. I should have said that, really. Synux. No idea. Mario. Yeah, fair enough. I've heard of Mario. So, Anna. There was a few answers before you, but you were the first one to bullet it. And don't start shouting at the screen going, oh, you should have said not to include the ones you already said, but I'm crediting you with the intelligence to decide that that should have been the case. All right. So well done, Anna. Would have been wrong anyway, Denise, under the don't give me ones that we've had before rule. Okay, let's move on. It's time for the final round in the main part of the quiz, which is the exciting, thrilling, dangerous, edge of your seat, double or bust. All right. So this round is fantastic, and you get 4 points for a correct answer. I love that loads of people are coming up with stuff I've never heard of in my life. 4 points for a right answer in this round, so you can get 20 points, really pull your score up. But you also run the risk of going bust, which is 0 points for the round. You don't lose your points from before, but you get 0 for the round. And that happens if you put one wrong answer. If you do that, you get 0 points for the round, which is terrible. But to avoid getting bust, you can leave blanks. You don't have to answer all the questions. You choose which ones you're going to go for. All right. I mean, that's a clever answer, but I would have said, no, I want a brand, you know. Jet Set Willie. I've heard of that. I was well old school, man. But I never played it. I knew somebody with a Spectrum, and he played it and talked about Jet Set Willie, and I was like, well, let's go Willie in it. That doesn't sound very good. Anyway, here we go. Double or bust questions. You decide which one of these to answer. So which planet in the solar system takes the least amount of time to orbit the sun? Planet Earth takes 365 days to go around the sun. It's a year, right? That's how a year is defined, one trip around the sun. But which planet in the solar system takes the least amount of time to go around the sun? In other words, has the shortest year? Big plays Block Breaker 2 on my non-smartphone. Is that the one where there's a thing at the bottom and the ball boing, boing, goes up the screen and then hits blocks and then comes down, and you've got to try and catch it? Because that's pretty good. Same name question. Question number 2 in the double or bust round. So which name is shared by a major American film studio and an Ivy League college, which is located in New York City? And there is only one Ivy League college located in New York City. So even if you just know that part, you've got the right answer. Yeah, it's like pinball. Same idea, I suppose. I never really thought about it. I never made that connection, actually. That type of block games, it's just the same as pinball. Good analogy. Right, number 3. It's 5, doesn't it? See, there's a few mistakes here. I've been busy today. This is number 3. Which word from the NATO phonetic alphabet was also the title of a DC Thompson comic aimed at boys and published from 1961 to 1992? This is question number 3. I know it says 5, but this is number 3. It's good to get these things exactly right, isn't it? So you know, Alpha Bravo Charlie, that's your NATO phonetic alphabet. There's a word in there that is the name of a DC Thompson comic aimed at boys, and it was published 1961 to 1992. Very popular in its heyday. Number 4. This is number 4. Which political leader was played on film by Morgan Freeman in the 2009 film Invictus? Okay. Invictus was the name of the film, starred Morgan Freeman, and Morgan Freeman played a political leader in this film. Who was he playing? And the last question is question number 5. All right, that's a good one. So in golf, the first ever British Open was held in 1860, a long time ago. But what year was the first women's British Open tournament held? And to get the points for this one, you've got to get within 20 years of the right answer. So 20 years either way equals a 41-year window. The year itself plus 20 years that side, 20 years that side. 41 years is your window. Pick one year. Don't write down a range. Just write one year down. Okay? And if you're within that window, you get the points. If you write something down and it's outside that, you get bust. You lose your points for the round. So you have to decide which ones you're going to go for. Bill's here. Hello, Bill. How you doing? Balls out. Nice. Going for all 5. That's what Bill's talking about. That's what balls out is. It's the real deal, baby. Right, here the answer. Not the answers. Here are the questions one more time, just so you know which is which. Least amount of time to orbit the sun. Which planet are we talking about? Number 2. Major American film studio and an Ivy League college in New York City. Number 3. Word from the NATO phonetic alphabet, Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, etc., but is also the same name as a DC Thompson comic, which ran from 61 to 92. Number 4, Morgan Freeman plays who in the film Invictus, a political leader. Film came out in 2009. And number 5 here, in golf, the first British Open for men was 1860. But what year did they have the Women's British Open for the first time? And you have to get within 20 years of that answer to get the points. All right, Teddy Biscuits are ready. Karen's going balls out. Purple Burglar Alarm are going for a safe-ish 2. I wonder which 2 you're going to go for. Right, 1 2 1 2 1 2. You should be able to hear me now. Can you hear me now? Dr. Paul speaking from Edinburgh. If only you had that much power. PC is rebooting. Yeah. Look, computer crashed. I've got this new computer and it's great, you know, but occasionally, for absolutely no reason whatsoever, it just stops. It freezes and nothing can happen. Can you hear me okay? You can hear me. Good stuff. Thank you very much. And it's just weird, and I don't know why it happens, but there you go. And it's never happened in the middle of one of these live quizzes so far, but it has today. So there you go. So I'm about to show you the answers, but first of all, I've got to get everything open again, because I've got everything open, which might be part of the problem. But I've got everything ready. I hope I saved this quiz. I really hope I saved this quiz. Let's see, 25th, that's today at 21:04. Yeah, auto save. That must be the right version. So close there. Let's go straight down to the end, which is where we were. We're just about to get the answers. It couldn't happen at a more crucial time, but I think we're okay. I think we're ready to go. Let's just turn the green screen off because it's being weird. All right, it's not the green screen. It's just stuff. Put it back on. That'll come good in a minute. Don't worry about that. So let's have a look. Share screen and get the PowerPoint back on. And here we go. Right. Okay. So, right. Yeah, I know I'm being beamed up. It sort of normalizes after a while. It sort of works itself out. But for a few minutes, I just look a bit sort of early 80s ashes to ashes type video. I'm actually fairly brave given certain situations. Right, thanks very much. Right, you're all ready. By the way, if you think tonight's quiz is worth a tip, then I'm delighted to get tips. Thank you very much. I'm about to give you the answers, but I should remember to put this tip link in. Thank you very much. I'm still way in the red, you know what I mean? So any tips that come my way, I'm extremely grateful for. Thank you very much. Right, okay, let's get these answers on. Here we go. How many did you go for? Going for 3. 70's top of the pops. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, that's that effect. Okay. Mercury is the right answer. 4 points for Mercury. 8 to 8 days to go around the sun. That's pretty quick. Yeah, it's a bit difficult, sort of post-nuclear holocaust broadcasting here in North Edinburgh. Number 2, Ivy League College, New York City. It's Columbia. It's got the same name as a major American film studio. There's just out of interest, there's a woman who posed for the photograph for the most recent iteration of the Columbia mascot or logo or lady, whatever you want to say. Number 3, actually, there's loads of problems tonight. Which word from the NATO phonetic alphabet was also a DC Thompson comic, the greatest comic ever made, in my opinion? Victor. Amazing comic. Taught me a lot about the world and about how, I think it taught a lot of people about how great Britain was. Victor's, if you dig into it, Victor's probably the reason for Brexit. Morgan Freeman, Invictus, he played Nelson Mandela. Bonus question to get on the wheel. If some wise guy comes in the pub and asks for a Nelson Mandela, what's he asking for? You get people who actually do this. It's bad chat. It's low rent chat, but people do it. What are they talking about if somebody comes and orders a Nelson Mandela? What are they talking about? First one in the chat to get this right gets on the wheel. The wheel has saved itself, which is really good. Yeah, Stella is right. And that was Gary Goodwin. Another Gary. There's all different Garys on the wheel tonight. That's a great surname. I never thought about that. Goodwin, Gary. You must have heard 1,000 different versions of that crack. But great. We've got Gary Goodwin, Gary McInnes, Gary Palmer, and Gary James. They're all on the wheel. We've got at least 4 Garys on that wheel. It's amazing. It's a flurry of Garys. That was the second last one. And all right, this one comes down to this. At a record late time of 9:30. 20 years either way, women's golf finally got its own Women's British Open in the year 1976. Just 116 years after the men. So if you said anything between 1956 and 1996, then you got the points. Okay? There's the woman who won it, and I can't remember her name. I looked at this earlier today, but there you go. Mercury, Columbia, Victor, Nelson Mandela, and anything between 56 and 96. 20 for Ms. Duff, absolutely superb. Storming stuff. 76 altogether. Mega. I'm going to ask you to upload your scores, everybody. I will make a league table of tonight's scores when I get them. And I'll make a league table and I'll put it up on Facebook. Okay. Got the 3 we went for. That's nice thing. I'm pretty sure that's a load of rubbish. Like I've seen that on internet fact lists. Golf stands for gentlemen only, ladies forbidden. I think that's like a retro fact, which people have kind of made up to suit the name rather than being an actual fact. I think it's more related to just a word, golf. Just hit it. It's like Dutch, maybe. I'm not sure. But I mean, I don't actually definitely know, but I think if I had to put money on it, I think the gentlemen only's ladies forbidden thing is false. 47 this week. Well, I think it's low scores tonight. 37, 62, 76 for us as well. Amazing. Nice work, Marion. 50 for the purple burglar alarms. Well, see, everyone was moaning about the questions earlier, so I thought the scores were going to be quite low. But looks like some good scores in the end. Oh, you know what the best thing is that when I restarted, it saved all my tabs, so I don't have to restart Where Am I? Which I was thinking, oh God, I'm going to have to restart and go and get the links for Where Am I and all that. But it's started it by itself, which is great. So let's do a bit of Street View. Where Am I? And then we'll spin the wheel, okay? We'll do 3 of these, then we'll spin the wheel, then we'll play some other games up to 10 o'clock, all right? So, yeah, Dutch. I think Port Out Starboard Home is also a myth. I think so. I'm not sure. I know that one. I know what you're talking about for posh, but I don't think that's right either. I think that's another... Someone's looked at the word and gone, maybe it means that. I mean, it's... as far as I know. I don't actually know. Hard but good this week. Yeah, it was good. Yeah, nice one. Birthday point. Yeah. Yeah, Becca's birthday. She got a point in the pub in real life and a point for the online quiz as well. Right. Let's get... I can't believe I'm still... Ashes to ashes here. I'll do that and then put it away. That sometimes works. Can I just look normal, please? I mean, it doesn't matter. Let's just get the game on. Okay, so where am I? Okay, where are we? Where are we, folks? Looks pretty quiet. Not much going on. What kind of place are we in? There's a nice clock, nice square clock. You can trust that clock. It probably is 12:05. That's a trustworthy clock. What's up here? Oh, that was a bit of a jump. Nice looking houses. There's a bus stop. Right, what are you saying? St Andrews, Peebles, Aberdeen, Peebles, Nairn, Peebles. Lots of people saying Peebles. It's not Peebles. It is in Scotland, but it's not Peebles. There's a kind of high vis. You don't really need high vis to stand out in this town. You just need to be there because it looks like there's no one there. Any human's going to stand out. Let's see what you're saying. Ceres, don't know what that is. Dunkeld, Kirkwall, Skye, Keswick, Berwick, Dunkeld, Falkland. This is a place that you've definitely heard of, even if you've never been there. It's got a name. It's got a very familiar name. Although, if you hear the name, you probably don't think of this town first. You probably think of someone else. Inverurie, Grasmere, Pitlochry, Kingussie, Galashiels, Dunkeld, Tillicountry. Tillicountry is a lot closer to where we actually are. Oops. Might have seen that. Somebody might have seen that. Fetter, Cairn, St Andrews, Fife, Cooper. Fife is... We want the name of the town. I don't think it's... No, it's not in Fife anyway. Scone, Haddington, Aberdeen, Bannockburn, Perth, Cooper, Edinburgh, Gullen. I was in Gullen last Saturday. It's not Gullen. Dunfermline, Kinross, South Queensferry, Stirling, Guardbridge, Irvine. Yeah, someone's got it. Beeg's got it. Dollar is right. Now, was anyone else first? Yes. Because I jumped down a bit there. Ah. Oh, but it wasn't the first time Beeg said it. Louisa said it ahead of Beeg. And I think that's it. I think it's Louisa. Let's have a look. I can't see any before that, so it's Louisa got dollar first. And then Beeg. Okay. Beeg was the first one I spotted, and that's sometimes the rule. So I'll put Beeg on the wheel, and I'll put Louisa on the wheel as well. Okay. It is dollar in Clackmannanshire, which is just west of Fife. Right, very good. Excellent. Never heard of it. Dollar, like the word dollar, Dollar. I'm saying you've heard of it because you recognize the name. You haven't necessarily heard of the place. You know what I mean? That's what I meant. Jerry reckons that's a great wee place, great wee burn. Chris M got it first. Really? Oh, for God's sakes. I'm going back up the list, okay? Sometimes they come in pretty fast. And now I'm going back to the ones that I was reading out every single one, and I can't see it up there. Chrissy's is light green, and it's gone back as far as it'll let me go, and I can't see it. So, yeah, look, there's Chris saying it, but I'm pretty sure that was after. Yeah, that was after the others. Okay. Aye, that lot as well. Aye, dollar, the other dollar. Who we with the moonlight? Okay, right, two more of these, and we'll spin the wheel. Okay, let's go slightly further afield. These were picked to be slightly more difficult than usual tonight because we've had a few sort of really quick ones recently, and it's usually better. Were the band Dollar for Dollar? Nah, I think they were from Hemel Hempstead or something like that. Oh, l'amour. Da, 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 da. No, I'm thinking of the Erasure one. Anyway, let's get off this. No, it's not Helsinki. Camera Never Lies is Bucks Fizz as well. Kanak. Nah, it's not that obscure. Amsterdam, Athens. I should show you a bit more of this. Let's have a look. So obviously trams or trolley buses, maybe, because I don't think there's any grooves on the road there. Looks like trolley buses. Now, is this one of these ones where we can't move about, or can you move about? Because in some of the more obscure places, you don't really get street view, and you get. Oh no, it looks like we can. Looks like we can go up here. Oh, there's a flag. That might help you. Loads of answers. Munich, Sao Paulo, Manchester. Nah, no Manchester. Amsterdam, Manchester, Sheffield, Nuke, Nottingham, Oslo, Dublin, Brussels, Paris, Zurich, Amsterdam, Manchester. Beast just digging up all the obscure places you can think of. It's not Fanafuti. Sofia. No, it's not Sofia. It's a lot better, but it's not Sofia. Luxembourg, Guadalajara, Cameroon, Monterrey, Split, Juarez, Cluj. No, it's not. It's not Cluj. I know you're looking at the flag and you're thinking Romania, but it's not Romania. Ex-Soviet bloc could crush a lot of folk with tanks like that. Yeah, definitely ex-Soviet bloc. Not Bucharest. That looks like a church over there. It's kind of orthodoxy. Bucharest, St. Petersburg, Moldova is a country, not a city. I want the name of the city. Yeah, lots of people saying, well, yeah, a few people now saying Moldova, but remember, Moldova is a country. I am looking for the name of a city. It's not Minsk. It's a good guess, but not Minsk. It's not Tbilisi. It's Chisinau. Yeah, that's right. It's the capital of Moldova. This is downtown Chisinau. This is where we're going if Moldova ever win the Eurovision, which they should one of these years, because they always do great entries. This is Moldova. This is Chisinau. What's it say? Fincom Bank. They sound trustworthy. And it was Graham S. who gets on the wheel. All right. It does look ace, Gary. And it's probably pretty cheap as well. You know, in terms of accommodation and food and whatnot, it's probably a great place to go. Right. Epic's that guy. That's where he's from. I presume he's from Chisinau. I don't know if he's from. I don't know if there's any other towns or cities or villages in Moldova. Maybe it's just this place. Right. Okay. Let's stop that one. One more. Where am I? And then we'll spin the wheel at a record late time. It's been a bit weird tonight, but it's cool. You know, we're all cool. So where are we now? This is the last one. I'm just trying to remember where we are. Yeah, I remember where we are. That's good, because otherwise you can't really do the competition. So where are we? Let's have a look. What's going on? There's a walkover there. There's 2 people on a bike there. When I lived in Greece, you often saw 3, 4, and sometimes 5 people on one bike. It was quite cool. You often saw a family on a moped. There's quite a lot of bikes here. Some apartment buildings. Bangkok, no, not that far east. Not as far east as Calcutta either. Further east than Ankara, though. Not as far east as Kuala Lumpur. Islamabad's a little bit closer. Baghdad is about as close as Islamabad, but we got Rabat, Damascus, Cairo, Astana, Gibraltar. No. Oh, yes, there's a good answer. It's Tehran. Absolutely brilliant. It's the capital of Iran. This is what the capital of Iran looks like. This is Tehran. Well, that looks like a nice building. What's this? Oh no, it's just offices. So it was something more traditional there. And this is one where it's not street view. You can't really move around, but it's just the occasional 360 photograph. So, but it was quite good. I thought I'll do this one because you can see quite a lot from this position. You see the people, see the traffic cutting about, everyone doing their stuff. Is that some art? Maybe. So that's Tehran. If you ever go to Tehran, it's going to look like that. Has anyone ever been? It's not the sort of place where people go, you know, in large numbers. It's not a tourist hotspot. Yeah, aye, well done, Louisa, indeed. And Beeg was just behind, and Keith was just behind as well with Tehran. And Bill was just behind, lots of people just behind. But we have we've reached the wheel, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get the wheel on, because if we do too much more, then we're going to run out of time altogether. And after I spin the wheel, get the prizes out, we'll do sneak in a couple of more games. Or we've got a really good mystery bag actually tonight. We'll do that just after the spin. Prefer Skegness to Tehran. Well, it's not a comparison that's often made. Is it on the green list? Well, Islamic country. Green is the color of Islam, so I guess so. You don't like it? Don't look so good? Yeah, maybe. Right, let's get a wheel on. Oh, look, I'm not in a 70s pop video anymore. That's good. Chrome tab, wheel of names. Here we go. Right. Oh, my goodness gracious me. Look, here is the wheel. Let's squeeze it up. Get rid of this advert. Squeeze it up a bit, and that makes the wheel nice and big. And Louisa was the last one I typed, and she is there. So everyone's on the wheel, and we have a load of prizes. Right, check the prizes out. We've got the party box, of course. We'll build up to that. We've got the mini wine and chocolates from Chris. We've got the cheese jokes from Geraldine. I think we'll start there. We've got the socks, wine, and chocks from Bev. I'm giving away Potmaster tonight. I'm doing a scratch card, and I've got a high-density power bank. Yes, indeed. That was some back of the lorry stuff that happened in one of the pubs. Anyway, let's do it. Let's spin. Let's spin. We're going to start off with Geraldine's cheese jokes, all right? Like I said earlier on, this is probably the low point of all prizes. I still totally respect Geraldine and thank her deeply for providing this, but I can't let the prizes go below the level of a box of cheese jokes. Okay, I don't think so anyway. You know, I stand to be corrected if anyone else has got anything. But here we go. Here comes the first spin tonight. This is for the cheese jokes. It's Gary Palmer.
Gary Palmer.
Yay, it's Gary Palmer. Right now, Gary, I've got your address, so I don't need to get a message off you. I'll pass that on to Geraldine. She'll send you the cheese jokes, and we take Gary Palmer off the wheel, so the wheel thins out a little bit. Right, let's do this power bank, a little bit of tech. All right. It's not exactly off the back of a lorry. It's because one of the pubs started working with Amex, and the Amex rep had all this tech stuff to give away. So ended up with some of these to give away at the quiz. A bit of a spare one here, so I'll give this away as a prize. It's a power bank. Let's see who wins that. There's Bev, Gary, Keith. It's Geraldine herself.
Geraldine, babe.
Hey. Nice one. I'll get that in the post to you, Geraldine. We're cracking through the prizes. Let's do Chrissy's prize. Chris is on the wheel himself quite a few times. If Chris, if you come up on this, if your name comes up for your own prize, then I'll do the Potmaster score pads for you, because I'll do that one next. All right, so that's what we're going to do. Otherwise, let's have a look. This is for Chris M's wine and chocolates. There he's going. Oh, it's landed on himself.
Chris M.
Okay, you get a Potmaster score pad. If you like playing Potmaster on Radio 2, you can get one of these wonderful Potmaster score pads. There's 50 days worth of Potmaster. You keep the score there. And get it on my website, my quiz website, dpquiz.co.uk. Very reasonable. But Chris is going to get one for free in the post. So I'll send that to you very shortly, Chris. So we go back to, so we take Chris M off the wheel, and he was on a few times, so that thins it out. We go for the mini wine now, Chrissy's prize. This is for Chrissy's actual prize. Let's Spedge! Hey! Nice one, Spedge. You win the mini wine. I'll give your address to Chris. He'll send you the gear. I have to start playing Potmaster. You're bound to know somebody who does, and you know what? It'd make a really good present. They'd love that as a present. They'd go, oh, no way, this is brilliant, you know? It's one of those things that folk don't realize they love until they actually know it exists. So if you know, you don't have to change your radio listening habits, but if you know somebody who listens to radio too, they'll genuinely love it. Okay, right, what we got left? We got, I'll do a scratch card. Time for a scratch card. So we take Spedge off the wheel. Well done, Spedge. You're getting the mini wine from Chris. Right, it's time for a scratch card. A fantastic, life-changing, possibly, £100,000 from the National Lottery via a scratch card. Let's do it. We're building up to the prize box, the party box. Okay, Gary. Keith. Let's go to Keith.
Keith Fowler.
Yay! Keith from the Chameleons gets the scratch card. And that's a good result. There's only two things left, and they both got booze in them. Bev has supplied a prize tonight, which is socks, wine, and chocks. That's chocolates and wine and fluffy socks, all in one kind of gift thing. So that's a crazy prize. And we're going to see who wins it right now. And then after that, it's going to be party box time. Here we go. Denise, Louisa, Roddy. Is it going to go to Gary James or stick with Roddy?
Roddy MacD.
Yeah, it's Roddy. So that's... You're in the wine, Roddy. You missed out on the party box. But you're going to get that good socks, wine, and shocks. And we take Roddy off the board. Is there another Roddy on there? Did I type it two different ways? No, I think we're okay. All right. Right, there's only one thing left. There is only one thing left. There's only one. Nice to see that Roddy's pleased with that. Good stuff. There's only one thing left to do, and it is the party box, ladies and gentlemen. So, bottle of Southern Comfort. It's all over here. Bottle of Southern Comfort. One of these kind of things that looks like a bomb that you throw in the garden. Tunnock's tea cakes, original. Bovril. It's like beef, but a drink. Oh, Brother, Where Art Thou? Soundtrack on CD. Absolutely amazing. And framed Marty Pello. There he is. No Marty, no party. The Clydebank legend. You can look at a picture of Marty and drink this, and over a course of about 2 hours, and it'll sort you out. So here we go. Here it is, party box number 14. Who's going to win it? All the names you can see are in with a chance. Here we go. Graham, Hannah, Gary Goodwin.
Gary Goodwin.
Oh, that's a new winner. I don't think Gary Goodwin has been a winner before. Now, he just popped up tonight. There's Bovril for the party the morning after. Listen, Roddy, it's your party. You do what you want. Aye, Marty box, indeed. Oh. Well done, Gary. Robbed, says Anna. Yeah, you were just ahead of the click. And I went to Gary. 7 minutes to 10. I can't believe I finished this late. Well, we've had a few problems, you know, but thanks for sticking around, everybody. Is Gary here? Hello, Gary. Is Gary here? Is Gary still watching? Or has he drifted off to do something else? Oh, look, a little teaser. Maybe for next time. Peter saying that Bev maybe has another one. Oh, he's here. There he is. Excellent, Gary. Fantastic. Now, I don't think you've won anything before. I can't remember seeing your name coming up on a win before. So that's great. A new winner. So, Gary, the thing you need to do is send me your address, okay, so that I can get the party box in the post to you. Post haste pronto, okay? Usually via Facebook's the most efficient thing to send me a message on. Least chance of getting spam box and all that stuff. So well done to you. And I'm presuming, are you in the UK? Because it can be a little bit difficult if I'm sending things any further, especially when booze is concerned. Because they're awfully officious around the post office. They're always saying, "What's in it? What's in the box?" And I have to say, well, you know, it's a packet of sweets, a bottle of booze, and a picture of Marty Pello. And they look at me, you know. And I says, that's it. That's what's in there. Telling the truth. Oh, he's an Emperor. Excellent. Great stuff. That's easy. Right, so you know what to do. Send me a message. Right, everybody, well done. This is a sad moment. This is where we clear the wheel. Well done to Gary. I've got everyone written down. Well done to Gary Spedge, Gary Palmer, Roddy, Chris, Keith, and Geraldine. All winners tonight. Nice one. It's kind of boys' night. Geraldine's the only non-boy on the list. So well done to Gary. Cointreau box. That's a great idea. I'll write that down. Cointreau. That is a touch of class. I've been getting the booze out of the corner shop and it's quite expensive. I need to go to Morrison's and get a better choice of booze at reasonable prices. But make sure you do give me a message, Gary. Otherwise, I can't get your box out to you. Just got to send me your address, okay? Right, so this is the sad part. This is where we clear out all the names. Everything's just behaving a little bit strangely tonight. Oh, look at that. It's all empty. And OVD. Yeah, I'll write that down as well. Right, we've got 5 minutes. Let's do a couple of quick games just to get a few names on the wheel to get started for next week. Okay, right, let's do mystery bag. I've had this mystery bag sitting on the floor since last Friday. I meant to do it last Friday. You just got to guess what's in the bag, right? That's it. You can ask me questions of a yes/no nature. All right. Might fit in the kazoo. See how quickly this goes. Okay. So let's put it here because unusually for a what's in the bag type thing, it's actually fairly heavy. Is it Brian Blessed? No. Would it bounce? Depends. If you from this height, it would bounce. Yeah, a little bit. It's not edible. It is electrical. It's not a kitchen or a bedroom, but it is found in one of those places. Usually. Is it a tin of something? No. Is it a stapler? Is it toothpaste? Does it come in different colors? Yeah, I guess you can get different. Yeah, you can get different color of these things. Is it a stapler? No. Toothbrush, hangman? Maybe. Is it a plug? No, it's got a plug on it. Is it a drill? Is it a waffle maker? A torch? No. Is it a blender? Is it a kettle? No. Is it a razor? A hairdryer? A lamp? No. Toaster? Nah. There it is, folks. Toaster. Toaster. It's John Lewis. But it's not working. I've got to try and fix it. Which is why it's in the office. Rather than plugged in making toast. Louisa. Good news. You're on the wheel. And you have the wheel to yourself. Which is always a pleasant thing. I'll show you it. You'll love it. Look how good this is. Woo! It's probably a good time to choose some different music for next week. No, I'll do it later. What do you want to do? Someone was shouting for Hangman. So let's do Hangman. Let's open Hangman. Now, I hope it saved the ones that I did, because I added some new ones before it came on. Original last time, 625. Hangman. I think this is okay. Let me just see. Yeah, good. Okay. These computer crashes are not too bad. Computer's quite good at not screwing everything up just because it crashes. And I got back on a lot quicker. The old computer would have taken me a good 10 minutes to get back on, but this new computer is a lot quicker. When it fucks up, it's just better. Right, so Hangman. Right, let's do a little bit of Hangman. Okay, what we got? S. Aye, okay. What we're doing, we're trying to find the name of a person. So there's an S. Then we got L-I-P Slippy. Right, L-I-P-P-Y-P-Y. So there's a Y and an L out of that. E-G. Is that J? J-M. E-G-J-M. E-G-J-M is going to be up there. That's going to give it away. Someone's going to get this. John Barrowman. No. It's not John Barrowman. Chris saying I was first. First to what? Bennett. Oh, you were saying you were first on the what's in the bag. You might well have been there. They were coming in pretty fast. Well, you're right as well. Look, I'm just looking back. Toaster question mark. But Louisa did it in capital letters 2 comments later and was much more certain. Chris, I'll put you on the wheel as well. Right. Back to this Hangman. Yes, we have right answers. I knew if I gave you a second, somebody would get it. And it's Marion. Obvious typo, but she obviously knew what was going on there. So Marion is on the wheel. And Chris can go on the wheel again because he was the first one to type it correctly. So Mary Magdalene and Chris M and Marion. All right. So now we've got 4 people on the wheel. It's starting to feel more like a wheel again. Yeah, Mary Magdalene, that was Jesus' pal. She's in Jesus Christ Superstar. She's got a couple of good songs. Magdalene. Did I spell it right? Yeah, I did. Good. Okay, let's do another one. These are fairly quick. Bird species. Yeah, I said you were first. You were first, but you're not the first to type it properly. That was the thing. You were first, so you went on the wheel, and Chris got on the wheel because he was first to type it properly. Right. D, P. Hang on, jumped again. D, P, I. Let's just go with that. It's jumping about all over the place. D, P, no. I. No, none of those. I'm just going to go. I'm not going in order. I'm just going with the ones I can see at any one time. Margaret Ann's looking for a K. It's not an ostrich or a buzzard or a jackdaw. It's not a sparrow. It's not carrion. SCO. Oh, that must be the end of DISCO. SC. Oh, none of these letters so far. Dunnock. No. Marion, I don't run the internet, right? It's just, I do what I can, okay? Do you think I'm deliberately waiting to just make things more difficult for you? It's not the case, right? I'm reading these as they come through to me. Thank you. Parrots, penguin, humming, seagull, vulture, kestrel, P. We've had a P already. Osprey, R-E-G, R-E-G. Let's try those letters. There's an E. Yes. R. No. G. No. Difficult one, this. Very difficult. Penguin, rooster, mallard. Muzz is looking for a T. Yeah, I think there's a T in there. Cacique. Now we're starting to get slightly more weird, which is going to yield results, but it's not a cacique or a cacique, whatever that is. Right, these are stuck. You'll have to guess letters when you get this stuck. We're after 10 o'clock. I'll do this in one more, okay? All right, here come the letters. J-I-V, like jive bunny. Let's see, J. I, we've already had V. No V. We've had E. Have we had E? Yeah, we've had E. A, U. Right, now we're getting somewhere. Margaret Ann's looking for a U. Louise is looking for an A. Janie's looking for an L. Now this is going to blow it wide open. You got it? Is anyone going to get this? Quite an unusual bird. You don't get them around here. Yeah, that's it. Oh, cats. Hello, cats. Hello, Phil. Not seen you much. It is a Quetzal. Fantastic. That was a classic hangman, that one. Brilliant. Right, oh cats, you're on the wheel for next week. That's what we're doing now. My original intention was to spin the wheel pretty much straight away after 9 o'clock. Get the quiz finished by 9. Spin the wheel and then do games up to 10 o'clock. But it all went wrong tonight. What the fuck? Oofed. What the fuck? Classic only correct question. Right, one more and then it's bedtime. Okay, so here we go. A place. This is the last thing tonight. It's a South American bird. It looks like this. Okay, let's start off with the letters for Quetzal for this one while you're thinking the letters. Oh no, here come some of your letters. All of a sudden, loads of them. F-E-T-E, like fet. F-E-T. It's a lot more successful. Getting letters straight away. H-M-O, house and multiple occupation. Occupation. H-M-O, no. Yes. All right. Someone's going to get it from this. N-E-S is coming up next. N-E... S. Come on. Someone's got this. Nah, not South Shields. Not the Fern Islands. It is the Faroe Islands. Yeah, nice one. Well done, Chris. I reckon a lot of people would have got that at the same moment, but you were the first to the punch. And there are 3 Chris's on the wheel all ready for next week. I'm going to quickly show you the wheel. Share screen. Window. There we go. Share. And that's our wheel so far for next week. Oh, Cats is on the wheel with the Quetzal. Oh, I'm trying to get this at optimum. It's not really working. Okay. Oh, if I do that, that's a bit better. Louisa, Chris, and Marion are all on the wheel. Good stuff. All right, well done, everybody. I think I'm going to call it quits there because it's well after 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock's time for finishing. So sorry it didn't get to Kazoo. Sorry it didn't get to Now You See It. I've got a good Now You See It as well. Look out for games during the week on Facebook. I'm doing a few different things. Did a caption competition the other day. That was quite good. That's what got Ewan on the wheel. Not quite as many as I wanted to do. I wanted to do at least one thing every day. I don't think I managed to do that. I think I did about 3 this week. 3 or 4. But thanks for playing tonight. Thanks for coming. If you thought tonight's quiz was worth a tip, then I'm still heavily relying on your tips. So thanks very much to those who think it is worth a tip. Thank you very much. Really appreciate it. Remember, it costs you loads of money to go to a pub quiz. Tons of money. Taxi there, taxi back. Loads of drinks. Money for plasters and Lucozade the next day, all that sort of thing. So you get a wee fraction of that and send it my way. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. If you're in Edinburgh, come do the quizzes. The quizzes are up and running, and it's really satisfying to be back in the pubs. It's great. Let me see. I'm just going to show you the schedule so you can see what I'm talking about. Time to call it Quetzals. Twisted up like a pretzel. Have you heard the Elvis Presley song, Yoga Is As Yoga Does? In which Elvis Presley takes the mickey out of yoga. And it includes the line, twisted like a pretzel. Great song. Bit of a comedy number. Exactly. Imagine how much that would be. Thank you, Roger. Thank you very much. Taxi Featuring. It's my new band name. Called it first. Yeah, you can have it. I don't think there's a lot of bands using that name, so it should be up for grabs. Is there Mini Cab to Ardrossan? Are they quite big on the indie scene? Irvin Uber. That's good. Thanks very much. It was really a difficult quiz tonight, wasn't it? I thought it was. I hope you enjoy it when it's a bit tougher. I think you do. I think most of you do enjoy it slightly tougher. Thanks very much, Roddy. I appreciate that. Cheers. Coming over during the Fringe. I wasn't even sure if there was Fringe stuff on this year. I had to ask on Facebook the other day. By the way, is the Fringe still on? Various people assured me that there is a Fringe this year, not as big. Kind of like that rather than that, you know. How do they socially distance in the Strathy? They don't really bother, to be honest. Nah, it's like everywhere. Everywhere's got its restrictions. Like every pub has got a number, which is the maximum number of people it can have inside. Most pubs, I was going to say don't have people at the bar, but that's not true anymore. It's eased a little bit. Like Newsroom, you can now sit at the bar. Strathy, you can walk up and get served at the bar, which wasn't the case last week. So there's just lots of little things that are just easing out slightly. One thing that's changed that I might keep even when the restrictions go is collecting answers, because I collect answers now from people instead of getting them to bring them to me, and it's actually all right. It's pretty good. I think it helps in places like the Newsroom, where sometimes you get out-of-towners and one-timers and people who didn't really mean to be there. Sometimes they're a bit cheaty, just a little bit cheaty. It just puts them off a little bit if I'm constantly hovering about collecting things, you know. Banshee Lab, that's a bit of a 3 a.m. situation, that. Don't do that stuff anymore. Bicycle to Ballantrae. That really is indie, isn't it? That's very indie. Do you have a wheel? Nah, I don't use the wheel at the quiz. And there was people complaining about that last night. The Jose Augusto Society, Appreciation Society, lovely gang of gentlemen, and they were saying, "Where's the wheel?" It's like they used to come at the quiz anyway. You know, they know how the quiz is in the pub, but they like the wheel. And they were like, "Ooh, who's that Spedge? He's always on the wheel. There's always loads of Spedge on the wheel. Ooh, Spedge." I says, "There's people who get on the wheel more than Spedge." They said it's so difficult. I said it's easy. I said it's easy to get on the wheel. You just got to put a prize up. That's all you got to do. And one of the chaps says, "Well, I emailed you with a prize, but I didn't hear back. It was edible rocks or something like that." I was like, "What? I never got that." So we chatted about it. It sounds like he sent it to my email and it went to spam. And I get quite a lot of spam, so that stuff can get missed. He described what it was. I'm not even sure what it was from what he was saying, but I said, "Mate, I'd bite your hand off for that. Get me a message, send me a prize, get you on the wheel." It's that simple. Yeah, the main rounds are pretty similar, though. Rounds in the pub are as follows. There's the same letter round, picture round, music round. First 3 rounds are the same. Then I have a list round, which is a bit like Blanco that I do on here. I usually have an anagram. That's a shout out rather than... Not everybody gets a minute. It's just the first person to shout it in the pub. So it's a bit like shouting out in the chat. It's a bit unsustainable to do that all night, so I only do that once per quiz. And I usually do it for the anagram. List round, and then double or bust at the end, right? And that's the main quiz. And then I have the money round, which is 8 50-50 questions. And you've just got to get them all right for the money. And nobody did last night at the newsroom, so it is £150 jackpot there next Thursday. You keep up with the jackpots. If you're on the email, you know, I send out an email every time there's a quiz, every day that there's quizzes anyway. And I should probably mention it a bit more on the Facebook, but I do have other stuff to do as well. So they got screens in the newsroom, so I was looking at the screens going, yeah, I could maybe do the wheel, but I'm thinking to myself, I can't quite see how it would work in the live pub. Maybe I could put all the teams on the wheel. I don't know. Big wheels keep on turning. Big heels from here to Girvan. Rolling. I get stuck into Aristes. It's complete nonsense, but I understand it's escapism. That's right, yeah. Jock and Marion have been teaming up doing the quiz. 7 out of 8 in the cash round last night for £100 at the newsroom. You've got to get them all right. That's how you win the money. You're going to get 8 out of 8. Nah, I don't have that type of skill. Gary. I actually did try to make one once, but it's not my type of skill. I'm not like a DIY type of person, you know. What I did make was actually pretty good, but it was never practically useful. This was way back in Glasgow. I got a stool, which was about, well, bar stool height, you know, but quite scant, not heavy, not upholstery, just wood. I got the front forks from a bicycle turned upside down, so like the, what do you call it, the column, the stem was going through the seat of the stool. So the stool sat there and supported a bicycle wheel standing upwards. And then I covered the spokes in paper mache, and then I was Now I couldn't really work out what to do with it after that, and it sat in my room for ages. And I eventually chucked it out. I think round about the time that my missus moved in, she was like, "Get rid of that. What's that? What's that rubbish junk sitting there?" I was like, "Ha ha ha! Love you. Ha, ha, I'll get rid of it." Tupperware lazy Susan. Now we're talking. That's the stuff. Oh, yeah. Man-sized hamster wheel. I'll just knock that up. I just. IKEA sell them in the kids section, or did? Well, one of the other things is, you know, back in the Glasgow days, I used to do one pub per night. So we used to have big props and stuff like that. I used to have this board with all record covers on it. It was really good. That was made by my quiz partner. Early days, he was much more handy with that sort of thing. I would never have got around to making it. He just bang, 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 hammers, nails, just do that, you know. But he quit quiz and I kept the board. It was a good board. But that was so big, it could only really live at one pub, you know. And I quite like the lightweight way I do things now. I've just got a bag. I've got one bag. Everything I need's in the bag. So it's good. And of course, now I do 2 pubs per night. So I want to go to that pub first and then quick cab to the second pub and then quick setup. Bang. Let's go. But that's quite weird. Wheels of Fortune in the kids section at IKEA. I don't know what these Swedes are thinking. Right, everyone who's still invested in the Euros, I hope you enjoy the weekend of football that's coming up. It's Welsh people and English people and German people, French people, Spanish people, Swedish people, Dutch people, Ukrainians, just about everybody except us. You know, I thought Scotland were okay the other night. Croatia were just really good. That's all. I don't think it's a thing to weep about. I think Scotland, you know, Croatia were just really good. That's the business. That's how it goes. Kind of glad it's over as well. Tupperware Lazy Susan. Another great band name there for you, Andrew, if you're still watching. Tupperware Lazy Susan. That's more like a Belle and Sebastian song name. In fact, I think it is a Belle and Sebastian song name. Right, I'm out of here. It's now 10:20. Good night, everybody. I'm out of here. I'm going on a boat tomorrow. That'll be good. Bye. Oh, hang on. Before I go, don't forget to upload your score from the main part of the quiz. As chaotic as that was, I hope you got a score. Get them uploaded. Make a league table, I promise you. All right, I'm out of here. I gave away a French flag last night, actually, at the newsroom, just to give people a reason to keep their interest going in the Euros. Yeah, that's a good idea. The Italian anthem's really good. That's a good anthem. Pictures from the boat. Aye, just me and Stella. It's going to be a good day. Inchcombe Island. See the seals on the way back. It's going to be good. We're going to take a picnic. And speaking of which, I better go and get the picnic sorted out, eh? Because we're away early in the morning. Right. See you later. Good night, everybody. Bye.